There were vicious slaps, ominous warnings, and some bleeding caused by cupcakes. How many other ways did the Harry Potter actors get injured?
Hagrid! Oh, he has to be taken to the hospital.
Emma Watson was probably pretty thrown by Tom Felton's request that she slap him while they rehearsed a scene in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Felton didn't really want to be hit by the actress.
That felt good.
Not good. Brilliant.
But something got a bit lost in translation, and Watson gave it her all, really smacking a completely shocked Felton.
When I said slap me, I was like, movie slap me.
Of course, once she realized just what had occurred, she felt terrible. Definitely not the way to treat an ex-crush, Watson.
I'm not really sure what I was thinking.
If Professor Snape says not to step on his cloak, you listen. But behind the scenes of The Half-Blood Prince was a bit of a different story. Just before filming Snape leading the Death Eaters out of Hogwarts, Rickman warned everyone,
"Don't step on my effing cloak."
His tone was pretty in character, so to be fair, actors couldn't totally be sure whether or not he was joking. But practically speaking, it was a reasonable request. The first take was fine, but during the second take, Tom Felton made the mistake of catching Rickman's cape, causing the Snape actor's neck to be ripped back, pretty seriously injuring the actor. Eventually, after Felton begged for forgiveness, Rickman was able to make jokes about the whole situation. We all know Lucius and Draco don't necessarily have the closest of relationships, and the Malfoys can be a nasty bunch. And unfortunately, that became a bit of a reality when Jason Isaacs injured Tom Felton filming The Chamber of Secrets. A slap with a cane isn't the most fun, but what made this moment worse was that, unbeknownst to Isaacs,
fangs went right into his skin.
The end of the cane had spikes, making Felton's injury and pain that much worse.
So he still doesn't believe I didn't do it on purpose. I think.
Initially, she just meant to pluck some hair from Radcliffe's head, but the actress went full tilt, ripping hair right out of her co-star's scalp. She of course felt terrible for the incident, but that didn't diminish any of the pain the Harry Potter actor was feeling.
When Hermione hits me, there was one take when it was very hard.
Then there was also the time Emma Watson hit Radcliffe with a bit too much passion. Who can blame the actress? She was just performing at 150%. Luckily, Radcliffe was very forgiving.
You're laughing because you hit me so hard, aren't you? Okay.
Who knows how many times the actress had to apologize for accidental injuries over the course of filming. Helena Bonham Carter is the one responsible for one of the most vicious on-set accidental injuries.
I'm definitely milking every moment that I have.
The Bellatrix actress accidentally stabbed Matthew Lewis in the ear when she was threatening him in a scene for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. She got a bit too into character and seemed to stop paying attention as to where she was pointing her wand and wound up getting the Neville Longbottom actor right in the ear. The actress evidently didn't hold back since she literally perforated Lewis's eardrum and caused internal bleeding. But eventually she found out, and very unlike her character, she felt terrible.
That was bad. I was mortified, actually.
It wasn't just actors who could injure other actors on set. The set and props themselves caused loads of trouble for the performers. A young Rupert Grint didn't know what he was up against when facing the Queen piece in the giant chess set in the very first movie. After being attacked by the chess piece, the actor fell down to the ground, and in the chaos, a rock managed to make its way to Grint's face, hitting him after an already tough attack. Run! Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets saw some cruel punishments for indulging in sweets. The then young Crabbe and Goyle actors Jamie Waylett and Josh Herdman both freakishly injured their mouths while filming. The delicious floating cupcakes weren't so great when the actors actually tried them, as there were sharp metal hooks inside attached to a fishing wire to make the cupcakes float. We have a feeling neither actor touched any food on set for the rest of the shoot if they didn't know where it came from or what exactly could be inside it. Jamie Waylett definitely has some tough experiences on the Chamber of Secrets set. In addition to having his mouth cut, the Crabbe actor suffered an allergic reaction as a result of the fake snow used on set. There's a reason he's the only one on screen with particularly rosy cheeks. The snow wasn't actually cold. Waylett was just experiencing hives. Yet another tough day for Crabbe.
We're ready for you now, Follow me.
The floating candles in the first film are magical. It's an image most of us remember from the first time we saw the movie. While visually all was well and good, behind the scenes, the young actors were facing imminent danger that could hit at any moment, in the form of burning candle. Everyone was learning, so the creative team had opted to use real candles until they realized the flame burned through the wires holding them up and created a major fire hazard. Not to mention potential lawsuit, so those villainous candles were cut very quickly. Instead of the actors risking injury every day, those candles went CG.
As I recall, he has a particular proclivity for pyrotechnics.
Sound the alarm? Hogwarts was on fire. Literally. Filming during the giant battle in the Deathly Hallows Part 2 went horribly wrong when one of the pyrotechnics went off and wound up lighting the set on fire. 100 crew members and actors were caught in the 40-minute-long fire, and while the scary situation could have been tragic, fortunately, not a single person on set was injured.
I can see them too. You're just as sane as I am.
Luna's barefoot forest time might look appealing, but the team was actually filming outside and it was only about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, making for some frigid feat. The cold got so bad that director David Yates thought Evanna Lynch's stunt double should step in for her, but the bold actress braved through. No one can say she didn't give it her all.
Together we shall cast ourselves into the future.
Professor Trelawney rocked the Coke bottle-bottom glasses, but Emma Thompson, not so much. The lenses were certainly not a prescription. They were actual magnifying glasses, which caused a whole lot of headache for the Trelawney actress.
If you're always looking beyond, then you can't see what's there.
Her eyes were being strained for long periods of time, and the actress found herself really struggling, dealing with sick and dizzy feelings constantly. Who knew glasses could end up being so unhelpful and damaging?
I was absolutely terrified I was going to rip it or spill something on it or anything.
Emma Watson's beautiful dress wasn't her friend when it came time to film Hermione's reveal and descent down the stairs in a grand entrance for the Yule Ball. What we see looks great, but the actress's dress caused her issues when she tripped over the hem and fell right down the stairs with the cameras rolling and the whole team watching. Unfortunately, it was one of the first takes, so the actress had to shake off the injury pretty quickly and get back to work.
It's not good, not good.
Why exactly were there cast molds of Emma Watson and Rupert Grint's rear ends? The actors had such a tough time riding on broomsticks that molds were made so the production team could create seats that were mounted onto the broomsticks, making it an easier ride. Fortunately, the actors didn't have to struggle with the uncomfortable riding for too long. These actors certainly had to be careful while performing. But it wasn't just actors and props injuring actors. Seamus Finnegan caused a lot of injury to the prop wands, breaking 10 over the course of filming. Thankfully, these actors came out of these situations pretty unharmed.